Breaking the cycle of procrastination. Have you ever heard a thing? I'm going to stop procrastinating tomorrow. This humorous quip resonates with many of us, because at some point, everyone struggles with procrastination. It's a universal challenge and seemingly endless cycle of delaying today's task for tomorrow. But how do we break free from this cycle? Across the globe, countless methods are taught, and some gurus devote their life to reveal the secrets of procrastination. Yet despite these efforts, many continue to struggle. In this course, we will explore 6 unusual yet effective techniques designed to tackle the root causes of procrastination. These aren't just time management or motivational tips. They are transformative strategies that will fundamentally change how you approach work and life, helping move from inaction to action. Procrastination isn't just about poor time management or laziness. It's deeply connected with our emotions, fear, and self-perceptions. It often serves as a coping mechanism to avoid discomfort, be it of fear of failure, fear of success, or even the daunting natural task. Understanding these underlying emotional triggers is the first step toward overcoming procrastination. The impact of procrastination extends beyond unfinished tasks. It can lead to stress, poor performance, and the sense of guilt and anxiety. These emotional and psychological costs can undermine our overall well-being and satisfaction in life, creating a cycle that's hard to break. Recognizing this cost is crucial, and it adds urgency to address the habit. While traditional advice like just get organized or make a to-do list can be helpful, they often fail to address the psychological barriers that underpin procrastination. This course aims to fill the gaps by offering strategies that not only manage time, but also reshape your mental approach to tasks and goals. The techniques we will explore go beyond common tips. They are based on psychological insights, behavior, science, and real-world application that provide a fresh perspective on productivity. Each method is designed to tackle specific aspects of procrastination, from emotional resilience to motivational dynamic. As we dive deeper in these techniques, you will be invited to engage in exercises that will challenge you to reflect on your habits, fears, and motivation. This process of self-discovery is vital for lasting change. You will learn not only how to do things differently, but also how to think differently. By the end of this course, you won't just have a set of tools to combat procrastination. You will have a new mindset. You will view tasks through a different lens, approach challenges with renewed confidence, and embrace productivity not as a duty, but as a natural extension of your newly cultivated habits. Embarking on this journey requires courage, commitment, and an open mind. As we uncover each technique, remember that the ultimate goal is not just to complete tasks, but to enhance the quality of your work and life. Success isn't just about doing more. It's about being more engaged, more fulfilled, and more at peace with yourself. This course is designed to be a guide, helping you navigate the challenges of procrastination. By uncovering and addressing its roots, together, we will transform the phrase "I will do it tomorrow" to "I'm doing it today." The first tactic is giving time rewards. One effective way to combat procrastination is through the strategic use of rewards, specifically time-based rewards. The technique is grounded in positive reinforcement, where a desirable outcome follows a particular behavior, making it more likely to occur in the future. In overcoming procrastination, the behavior we want to encourage is the initiation and continuation of work, and the desirable outcome is a break or a period of rest, something most procrastinators look forward to. How time rewards work. The concept is simple yet powerful. Commit to a focused work session for a set period, after which you reward yourself with a short break. This method harnesses the natural tendency to seek pleasure and avoid pain By making the work process more appealing and less daunting, it breaks down the overwhelming task into manageable chunks of effort, followed by immediate gratification. Implementing time rewards. Set clear work sessions. Decide on a specific duration for which you will work uninterrupted. This could be as short as 25 minutes or as long as 50 minutes, depending on your concentration span and the nature of the task. The key is to choose a time frame that is long enough to get substantial work done, but not so long that it becomes daunting. Choose your reward. The reward should be a short break, typically 5 to 10 minutes, during which you do something completely unrelated to work. This could be a physical activity, like stretching or walking, a mental break such as meditation, or listening to music, or a simple activity like checking social media, or having a snack. The important thing is that it should feel like a good break and something to look forward to. Be consistent. For the time reward system to effectively combat procrastination, consistency is crucial. Each work session must be followed by a reward, and this pattern should be predictable and reliable. This consistency helps you build a habit loop where the anticipation of the reward motivates you to start and persevere with your task. Adjust as needed. You may find certain tasks or times of day require adjustment to the lengths of both work sessions and breaks. Be flexible and adjust the intervals to find what works best for you. Some tasks might flow better with longer stretches of work, while others might benefit from shorter sessions. Monitor your progress. Keep track of your productivity during these intervals. Are you getting more done? Do you feel less inclined to procrastinate? Monitoring helps you see the effectiveness of this technique and provides a motivational boost as you observe progress. The psychology behind time rewards. This technique is rooted in behavioral psychology, particularly the concept of continued response and immediate reinforcement. By immediately rewarding yourself after a work session, you create a positive association with the task. Over time, this conditions you to initiate the task more readily because your brain begins to link work with the pleasant outcome of taking a break. Furthermore, because the reward is immediate, it satisfies the brain's desire for instant gratification, helping to override the procrastination impulse. Second technique, give other rewards by term rewards. Focus on providing breaks and incentives. Expanding your reward system to include other types of rewards can significantly enhance your motivation and combat procrastination more effectively. This technique involves rewarding yourself with something tangible and experiential, like food, shopping, or fun activities, upon completing a task or achieving a milestone. The broader approach to rewards caters to various preferences and desires, making it a highly motivating tool. How other rewards work. This method leverages the power of enjoyable incentives to boost your motivation. By associating completing a task with a desired reward, you create a compelling reason to start and persist with your work. This technique taps into your fundamental drive for immediate gratification, helping to overshadow the impulse to procrastinate. Implementing other rewards. 1. Identify effective rewards. Choose rewards that genuinely appeal to you and that you find motivating. This could be anything from your favorite snack or meal at a beloved restaurant to buying small items online or enjoying a specific recreational activity. The key is to ensure that the reward is something you look forward to and is proportionate to the task completed. Set clear criteria. Clearly define what constitutes earning the reward. This means setting specific milestones within a larger project or completing a particular task. The criteria should be challenging enough to be meaningful, but achievable enough to not cause further procrastination. Keep it proportional. The size or value of the reward should correspond with the complexity or length of the task. For example, finishing a week's worth of assignments might warrant a night out, whereas completing a small daily task could earn a favorite cup of coffee. Delay gratification just enough. While immediate rewards are effective, Slightly delaying gratification can enhance its value, especially for larger rewards. This delay can help build anticipation and increase satisfaction when you finally receive the reward. Use a reward calendar. For ongoing projects, use a calendar to plan when and how rewards will be given. This visual representation of rewards can serve as a constant motivator and help you visualize the benefits of completing your tasks. Third technique, use a motivator. Harnessing the influence of someone you admire and respect can be an incredibly powerful motivator to overcome procrastination. This technique involves engaging a mentor, coach, or respected figure in your life who can provide guidance, accountability, and motivation. By committing to regular check-ins with this person, you set up a system that naturally propels you towards productivity and keeps procrastination at bay. How using a motivator works. The presence of a motivator, especially someone whose opinion you value, creates a sense of accountability that is hard to replicate through self-motivation alone. Knowing that you will have to report your progress or explain your delays can spur you to take action when you might otherwise procrastinate. This method leverages the human desire for approval and the fear of disappointing someone you respect. Implementing the use of a motivator. Choose the right person. Identify someone in your life who embodies the success or work ethic you aspire to. This could be a mentor, a former teacher, a colleague, or even a friend whose opinion you deeply respect. The key is that this person should be someone you don't want to let down. Set up regular check-ins. Arrange for regular meetings or calls, whether daily, weekly, or bi-weekly, with your chosen motivator. These check-ins will serve as a deadline for you to report on your progress or completion of tasks. Define clear objectives. Be clear about what you hope to achieve. With their oversight, discuss your goals and what you consider to be progress. Having clear, defined objectives will make your check-ins more structured and productive. Be open to feedback. One of the benefits of having a mentor is receiving direct feedback. Be open to constructive criticism and willing to implement suggested changes to improve your productivity. Celebrate achievements. Share your success with your motivator. This not only reinforces positive behavior, but also strengthens the relationship and keeps the motivational dynamic alive. The psychology behind using a motivator. This technique taps into several psychological principles. Social accountability, for instance, is a powerful motivator. People often perform better under observation or when they know that they will have to explain their actions to someone else. Additionally, the social bonds that form between you and your motivator can lead to increased levels of oxytocin in the brain, which enhances trust and the desire to maintain this trusting relationship. The fourth technique is to look at past progress. A potent tool in combating procrastination is to regularly review your past achievements and progress. This technique, often overlooked, involves reflecting on what you have already accomplished as a means to motivate yourself to continue moving forward. It is particularly effective on days when motivation is low and tasks seem overwhelming. How looking at past progress works. This strategy taps into the psychological concept of the progress principle, which suggests that one of the most significant boosts to human motivation is making progress in meaningful work. By visually seeing how much you have achieved, you reinforce your capability to overcome obstacles and complete tasks. This view can keep up your motivation, reaffirm your self-efficacy, and provide a clear perspective of what you are capable of achieving. Implementing the look at past progress technique. Keep a progress journal. Regularly document your achievements and milestones, no matter how small they are. This could be through a physical journal, a digital document, or even a dedicated app designed for tracking progress. Review regularly. Make it a habit to review your progress journal, especially when you feel yourself procrastinating or feeling demotivated. Set aside a specific time each week To review to maintain consistency. Visualize your progress. Create visual representations of your progress, such as graphs, charts, or checklists. Visual aids can be particularly impactful, as they provide a clear and immediate picture of how far you have come. Celebrate milestones. When you review your progress and notice milestones being reached, take the time to celebrate. This reinforces positive feelings associated with achievement and can significantly boost your mood and motivation. Set up reminders. Utilize digital tools to send you reminders of past success when you are most likely to procrastinate. These reminders can serve as a prompt to take action and continue your progress. The psychology behind looking at past progress. Reflecting on past success can significantly impact your current motivation levels due to several psychological effects. Firstly, it boosts your confidence and reaffirms your beliefs in your abilities. Secondly, it reduces the daunting perception of tasks by reminding you that you have handled similar challenges before. Lastly, it activates a positive feedback loop where success breeds more success, as each achievement motivates you to reach further goals. Technique 5. Set a punishment. While positive reinforcement through rewards can be highly effective, sometimes the fear of a negative consequence or punishment can serve as an equally strong motivator. This technique, known as negative reinforcement, involves setting up a system of penalties for procrastination that helps drive you towards completing your tasks. It plays on the human instinct to avoid discomfort or undesirable outcomes, providing a competitive incentive to get moving and stay on track. How setting a punishment works. The concept behind setting punishment is straightforward. Associate procrastination with a consequence that is unpleasant enough to motivate action, but not so harsh to cause significant distress or resentment. This technique is particularly useful for those who find that reward alone is not enough to overcome the temptation to delay tasks. Implementing the punishment technique. Choose appropriate punishments. Select consequences that are meaningful and impactful without being overly severe. This could be physical, like doing a set of push-ups. Financial, such as transferring money into a savings account instead of spending it on fun stuff. Or even dietary, like opting for a healthy meal instead of a favorite treat. Make it relevant. Ensure that the punishment is directly related to the task or the goal at hand. For example, if you procrastinate on a fitness goal, a related punishment could be an additional workout session. Establish clear rules. Define exactly what constitutes procrastination and what doesn't, and when the punishment will be applied. Clarity will ensure that the system is effective. Communicate your plan. If possible, tell someone else about your punishment plan. This adds an element of social accountability, increasing the likelihood that you will follow through. To avoid having to admit to procrastination, monitor and adjust. Keep track of how well the punishment is working. If it's not effective, it might be too mild. Or if it's making you resentful or unhappy, it might be too harsh. Adjust accordingly to find the right balance that keeps you motivated without feeling overly punitive. This method can be particularly effective when combined with positive reinforcement techniques, creating a balanced motivational strategy that covers both rewards and consequences. And the last technique is to change your environment. The influence of your environment on productivity and motivation is profound and often underestimated. If you find yourself constantly procrastinating, particularly on specific tasks like exercising, dieting, or working on personal projects, it might be time to consider whether your surroundings are conducive to your goals. A change in environment can refresh your mind, boost your motivation, and significantly enhance your productivity. How changing your environment works. Surroundings can trigger specific behaviors and mindsets. For instance, a cluttered desk may make you feel overwhelmed and anxious, while a well-organized space can enhance focus. Similarly, if a particular location is associated with past failures. It might subconsciously demotivate you. Changing your environment can disrupt these negative associations and provide new stimuli that encourage productivity. Implementing the technique. Identify problematic locations. Reflect on the places where you tend to procrastinate the most. Are there specific spots that seem to drain your motivation? Recognizing these can help you understand where changes are needed. Seek out inspiring spaces. Find locations that inspire you and foster productivity. This could be as simple as moving to a different room in your house, working in a library, or sitting in a cafe. The key is to find environments that stimulate your senses and make you feel energized and focused. Rearrange or redecorate. If changing locations frequently isn't practical, consider rearranging or redecorating your usual workspace. Even small changes like adjusting the lighting, adding plants, or putting up motivational posters can make a significant difference. Create functional spaces. Designate specific areas for specific activities. For example, have a dedicated spot for reading, another for working, and another for exercise. This segmentation can help cue your brain to enter the right mindset for each task. Eliminate distractions. Make your new environment as distraction-free as possible. This might mean having a clean workspace, using noise-canceling headphones, or setting boundaries with others to ensure you have uninterrupted time to focus. The psychology behind environment changes. Environmental psychology suggests that our surroundings can dramatically affect our cognitive functions, emotions, and behaviors. By changing your environment, you leverage the power of contextual cues, which can dramatically shift your behavior patterns. New environments can stimulate the brain in different ways, leading to increased neural activity and an enhanced capacity for focus and creativity. Bonus tip: harness the power of micro goals. Overcoming procrastination is not just about making big changes. Sometimes the smallest steps can lead to significant progress. This bonus tip focuses on the concept of micro goals, a powerful technique that can transform overwhelming tasks into manageable, easy-to-achieve actions. By breaking down larger projects into tiny pieces, you make the work seem less daunting and build momentum that propels you forward. Understanding micro goals. Micro goals are small and specific goals that can be accomplished quickly. The idea is to simplify tasks to the point where the effort required to start is minimal. This is particularly effective against procrastination because it reduces anxiety and resistance. Implementing micro goals. Break it down. Start with a larger task and break it into the smallest possible components. For example, if your task is to write a report, a micro goal could be writing a single sentence or brainstorming a title. Make each step feel so easy that it's almost harder not to do it. Set clear, achievable targets. Ensure each micro goal is clear and achievable within a short time frame. Celebrate small wins. Every time you achieve a micro goal, take a moment to acknowledge and celebrate it. This could be a mental pat on the back or marking it off on a checklist. Celebration can reinforce positive behavior and maintain motivation. Build momentum. As you complete each micro goal, use the sense of accomplishment to propel you to the next. Building momentum turns your task into a series of victories, keeping you motivated and reducing overwhelm. Regularly review and adjust. At regular intervals, review your accomplishments and adjust your micro goals as needed. This might mean making them even smaller if you're still procrastinating, or combining them if you find you're breezing through with ease. The psychology behind micro goals. The effectiveness of micro goals is rooted in psychological principles. They help bypass brain resistance to large tasks. By minimizing perceived effort and complexity, they leverage the dopamine-driven feedback loop. Each small success triggers a release of dopamine, a neurotransmitter associated with pleasure and motivation. This enhances focus and determination, making you eager to continue. The final reflections, a journey towards mastery over procrastination. As we conclude our exploration of overcoming procrastination, it's crucial to recognize this course is the beginning. Each technique and strategy serves as a tool, designed to navigate the complexities of motivation. The path to mastering procrastination is personal and requires continuous effort and adaptation. Commitment to continuous growth. The challenge lies in applying techniques consistently and effectively in your daily life. Commit to practice, experiment, and refine your approach. You may find certain strategies more effective or discover new ways to combine them. Cultivating a mindset of empowerment. Overcoming procrastination is about cultivating a mindset of empowerment. Each step you take, each task you complete, reinforces your ability to govern your actions. This leads to greater self-confidence and productivity. Embracing the process. Embrace the process with patience and persistence. Change doesn't happen overnight, and setbacks are part of the learning curve. Each setback is an opportunity to refine your understanding. Stay curious and remain flexible in adapting strategies as your circumstances evolve. You are not alone in this journey. Procrastination is a universal challenge. Seek support from peers or join communities. Share experiences, learn from others, and build a community that uplifts and supports. Thank you for embarking on this journey. May the strategies guide you as you challenge procrastination. Embrace a life of purposeful action and fulfillment. Every day is a new opportunity to practice, improve, and succeed. Let's move forward, not tomorrow, but today.